Alright, hello everyone and welcome to another Raspberry Pi tutorial. In this series of videos, we're going to bridge the gap between programming and hardware and build our own remote control car using a Raspberry Pi and Python. There's an older playlist of videos by CentDex which covers a similar build, and this is the tutorial I used to build my car. However, there are a few things that I did differently that make the build a little bit more powerful and make it last a lot longer. Don't get me wrong, he made a great tutorial, but for my first build, I really wanted to make it from the ground up. In the beginning, I actually tried 3D printing all of the car parts from scratch, but due to issues with my out-of-date printer warping the plastic as well as voltage and torque issues, I ended up having to abandon this model. I'm getting ahead of myself though. Let me lay out the parts and the cost. First thing, we're going to need a Raspberry Pi 3 B+, an H-bridge of any sort, L298 or other, one portable charger with a micro USB cable, 7 female-to-female jumper cables, 4 right-angle gear motors, 4 right-angle gear motor mounts, 2 packs of press-fit wheels, 3 6-inch channels, 2 3-inch channels, and 4 3-inch plates. You'll need 2 battery packs that hold 8 AA batteries in series with leads. I'll explain more of what that means later, but basically what we're doing is we're going to be turning 8 AA batteries into one 12-volt battery, 16 AA batteries, and then 20 number 4 machine screws, washers, and tightening nuts. We're also going to need some thin cardboard and some super glue. Since our robot isn't going to have a casing for it, this is one of the main ways we're going to be saving money. We're really just going to be putting a thin piece of cardboard on top of the frame so that things are not, so that we aren't short-circuiting anything. And then we're simply just going to super glue a lot of our components onto it. Anything that we can't screw on, the Raspberry Pi and the H-bridge will be able to screw on, but the battery packs and the portable charger, those are going to be relatively cheap components that we're going to be able to switch out batteries and charge the car directly with. So we're just going to strategically glue those on so all of the ports are accessible. You can buy almost all of these components from either Amazon or ServoCity, and I'll provide links below. I would, however, recommend that you get the screws from Ace Hardware, since ServoCity charges 13 cents a screw, and you would have to pay for shipping. The total cost for everything after shipping is around $140 and up to $150 if you don't have an Amazon Prime account. This is a bit more expensive than I had hoped, but I'm currently working on a build that has more power and less weight for under $100. I'm working with a local plastics company to create a lightweight and inexpensive frame that will hold components in place without having to super glue things together. I can't wait to show you guys this when it comes out, but for now, let's just learn the basics with our jerry-rigged car. Alright guys, that's it for this video. In the next video, we'll start with a brand new Raspberry Pi, and I'll show you guys how to download Raspbian on both Windows and Mac. And then we can get started with coding the logic for our very first robot. How exciting!